Hello YouTube makeup lovers, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to Be Lounge Makeup, I really hope that you guys stick around and subscribe for more videos. Today I wanted to do a holiday hair and makeup look. I really wanted to do a glam look, but I also wanted to do a look that was, you know, I felt very comfortable with, even though the red lips is not really all that me, but I always just love the gold eyeshadow look. So that is just like a look that is true to what I like, and then I just went a little all out with the red lip. I also do give you guys two lip options, and I am loving these Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. So one is a pinky look, one is a red look. I always like to gravitate towards the pinks, but in the holidays I do like just to, you know, step out of my comfort zone and put on some red lipsticks. Also, I don't know why I put it away, but for the eyes I am using the new Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. This is actually the first time that I use this palette, so this is also a little bit of a first impression using this palette because it has just such beautiful colors, and this gold color is like wow, and that is the color that I use the most in this makeup tutorial. So I think this is a great look for the holidays, for Christmas. I don't know if this will be up before Christmas, but definitely an awesome look for New Year's Eve. If you guys are gonna go out and party, this is a great look to do. I also show you exactly how to achieve these curls. They're really easy to do. I show you step by step everything I do to accomplish these curls, the makeup, everything. So if you want a good idea for the holidays and maybe you want to go all out on New Year's Eve and curl your hair and do your makeup all gold glam eyes and red lip or pink lips, whichever one you want, then keep watching this video. As always, I will list every single product I use in the description box down below. So I'm ready to get started right now. I am completely fresh faced, no makeup, hair is wet, and we're gonna get started with the hair and makeup look. The first thing I always do is my hair, especially if I'm gonna curl my hair, because I like to leave the curls nice and tight while I do my makeup, let them cool, and then is when I rub my fingers through my hair. And I feel that that's like a huge secret, and that is how your curls last a lot longer, letting them cool and not like styling your hair when they're still just warm. I have let my hair air dry a little bit, which I think is good because that way you don't use that much, you know, heat products, and you just kind of let it air dry. And it's just less heat in your hair. But I did apply this awesome leave-in treatment, which is from Revlon. It's called the Uniq One All-in-One Hair Treatment, but it's really, really good from Revlon. They used this on me on the salon and I loved the smell, and I went ahead and bought it on Amazon. So I already applied this, and I applied the Semme Heat Tamer spray as well, even though I think this also does some you know, it also has some heat protectant in it. And the brush I use to detangle my hair is the Olivia Garden. This is the wet detangler brush. So this one I got at Ulta. Something I also always like to do before I dry my hair, and now I'm just gonna dry it, you know, just with my fingers. I'm not really gonna be using a roll, like a round brush or anything to like straighten it out. But what I do like to do is I do like to use a brush like this. This one is also from Olivia Garden. It's the Nano Thermic Ceramic and Iron Round Brush. I do like to do the front because once the front gets dry, you know, my front always gets a little bit of a wave. So even though I'm gonna curl my hair, I always try to blow dry with a round brush the areas that kind of surround my face, that frame the face, so that those areas are really nice and blow dried before I do my curling. Blow dryer I'm using now is the Dyson hair dryer. This is the one that is the kind of like a charcoal gray with a hot pink, and I mean, I think this dryer is so awesome. I got this during the Sephora sale, which I showed it to you guys. This is like magnetic and it dries your hair so fast. It's awesome. What I do is take the round brush and kind of just style the front of my hair, and then I'm just gonna dry the rest just kind of crazy with my fingers. You don't have to do, when you're curling your hair, you don't really think you have to do so much, especially my hair is pretty straight. It does get a little bit of a wave, but I like to just kind of like dry it, make sure it's just really dry before I start curling it. But there's really no sense in trying to straighten it with the brush, except for the front like I explained. So now it's time to curl, and I always use my Nume wand. This is actually the Octowand, but I always tend to just grab one, which is my favorite, but it's a really cool set. I mean, if you think you're gonna use all these little attachments, then I do think it's worth it because it's a great wand. But for me, I feel like I haven't used many of them, and I just always use one or two of these all the time, especially this one. This is the one that I like the most. I think it's like one of the smaller ones. So you pretty much just attach it, and you can change up, you know, the little attachments depending on how you like your curls. But I always tend to like my curls to be a little bit tighter, which is why I use a more thin one, because I feel like the tighter they are, the longer it's gonna last, because, you know, the more coiled up it is, the longer it'll take to kind of get undone. And even though I do brush my fingers through the hair, I feel like it just lasts a really long time if it's a little bit tighter. Because I feel like if you let your curls loose to the way that you want it to be, by the end of the night, you're gonna have no curls. But if you let it go, you know, if you let it be a little bit tighter than you really want your final look to look, then during the whole night, it's gonna be the way that you want it to be, if you understand what I'm saying. So before I curl my hair, I always make sure that I have my tools out. I have another heat protectant spray, which is the Schwarzkopf. This is the Got To Be Guardian Angel heat protectant spray, and this is the one that I like to use on my hair when it's dry, and this is what I use when I curl my hair. And then I always have to have my hairspray nearby, of course. This is a L'Oreal Elnette Satin hairspray. I think this is the best hairspray on the market, and it's just like pretty much a classic. It is such a good hairspray. This is the unscented one. So I kind of just leave it out and have it ready. Of course, my Olivia garden brush, the one that I showed you guys earlier, and some hair clips are my tools for curling my hair. Before, I used to put the spray while the hair was on the wand, but you know, hairspray always damages a little bit the surfaces. So now I pretty much, you know, put on the hairspray right after I take out the curl from the wand. So first what I do is pretty much I separate my hair. So I have like one half, like, well, not one half, half of my hair, and I put that half in a clip. Pretty much do, you know, two sections here, and then the one in the middle. Oh, of course, the wand comes with a glove. This is gonna turn into like a curling your hair tutorial. I don't think I've ever shown how I curl my hair with a wand. I think every time I've done a hair tutorial where I curl my hair, I pretty much just use like a regular curling iron with the clips. But lately I've been using the wand. First I'm gonna separate this into sections. Okay, I'm gonna brush it out. And then this is when I add the heat protectant just to this part. Curling the left side, I'm gonna go ahead and put the wand on my left hand. Not the wand, the glove. On my left hand, because this is what I'm going to be holding my hair with, and I'm going to hold the wand with my right hand. So I grab the strand like this, then I grab the wand with my right hand, I go from the back of my head and I tie the hair going away from my head around the wand. And then you hold it. And there you have your curl. So you're pretty much going to do that same thing over and over again. When you first get a curling wand, it takes a little bit to get used to, you know, the way that you curl the hair. So remember, opposite hand has the wand behind your head and curl. Now that this whole section has already been curled, I'm going to add hairspray to this section. I'm not going to brush it out or do anything with it. This is a part that I feel like it's like the biggest secret. Let the curls cool and don't touch them. So now I am putting the glove on my right hand because I'm going to be working on the right side of my head. And I'm going to hold the wand with my left hand because it's like the opposite hand is what holds it, you know, opposite from where you're curling on. And first thing I'm going to do is put on some heat protectant spray. and do the same thing that I did on the other side. So one thing that becomes really important, I mean, I do this around the whole head, but once I start getting to the areas that are closer to my face, where like it frames the face, you really want that curl to be perfect. So it's really important that when you curl, when you do the curl, you always do the curl away from your face. So for example, I'm using the wand the same way behind the head, but you have to curl away from your face like this, because the curl comes out so much nicer, and I don't know, it just falls a lot nicer this way. For example, with this one, I'm gonna put the wand, you see how I'm putting it over and going away from my face. So now for the strand in the front, this is like the most important one. And honestly, it doesn't always come out 100% perfect. And sometimes I feel like I have to blow dry a part of it just to make it perfect. It just depends on how it dries. It just has so many factors. And this is the most important one because this is the one that, you know, finishes the entire look. So this one I kind of start more towards the bottom. You see I'm not starting that much from the roots, just because I don't want that part to be so curled, but I do want the last part of the strand to be curled. Add some final hairspray. So yes, now I look like a crazy woman with majorly curled hair, but I really feel that this is the secret to having your curls last. I know I look like Goldilocks, but this is just for a good cause. I'm gonna leave it like this. This is not how the final look is gonna look, obviously, but it's good to let the hair get cool, let the curl get cold before we actually brush our fingers through the hair. Okay, so now that I am nice and close, I'm gonna start doing my makeup. The very first thing I am going to use is this Pixi. This is the Hydrating Milky Mist, and this is from Target. I've really been enjoying this. And I am also going to use this other mist, which you really have to shake up, also from Pixi, and this is the Glow Mist. This just gives you a nice little dewy look. For my face cream, I am using the Origins Ginseng. This is an energy boosting moisturizer. Really like to wear this under my makeup. So as always, I'm gonna start with my eyes, just because since I'm gonna use some metallic shades that can probably have some fallout, I always like to start with the eyes, but honestly, I usually, regardless of the eye look, like to start with the eyes. Oh, I just like applied that. I didn't even say what it was. I'm just priming my eyelids with the Nars Smudgeproof eyeshadow base. This is my all-time favorite eye primer. For my cream base, I'm gonna use this Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Eyes to Mesmerize in Bette, and I'm gonna use this Sigma Precision Tapered brush, and I'm gonna apply that to my lid. For the palette, I'm gonna use my new Too Faced. This is the Chocolate Gold palette, which I was really excited about. It says it's metallic matte eyeshadow palette made with 100% Natural Cocoa Powder and Real Gold. This is the first time that I use this, so this is going to be kind of a little first impression for this palette. Look at those shades, just how beautiful they are. Oh my god, I think they're so beautiful. I don't really even know which one I'm going to use, but I want to show you these metallic ones, and I'm all about the metallics. Look at those swatches. I was just yapping and I don't think I was filming. So I'm going to use this color first, and then this color right here. This one is used Chocolate Gold, and then the other one is called Famous. So I'm using an E55 brush, and first I'm going to try it out dry, which is what I did before, which I don't think I was filming. And then I'm going to try them, if I need to, wet, but it looks like it's going on pretty good dry. On top of that base, it's sticking, just putting that gold towards the inner part of the lid. Inner to the middle part of the lid. Then I'm going to take the color Famous and use that on the outer part. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Then using this color down here and a fluffy brush. That one is called Rolling in the Dough. I'm just going to kind of apply that below the brow, just to make this area nice and smooth for the crease colors. So the next color right here called So Bougie, which I like that name a lot. That's the first color I'm going to apply to the crease with this. This is a Sigma 217 brush. And I'm going to apply that to my crease in like windshield wiper motions. The next crease color I'm going to use is Cocoa Truffle, which is this one right here. Another beautiful color. Wow. Love those two crease shadows. Oh my god, such beautiful crease shadows. So now I'm going to take this E45 brush and dip a little bit into the black. I would love it if I had one brown that was a little bit darker than those. It doesn't, so I'm just going to go ahead and go in with the black. But it's a good black, so I'm kind of making my own dark brown. Just blending a little bit more. When I add the dark colors, I like to go little by little. I add a little bit of dark and I blend. But I'd rather go little by little because it's easier to add and it's harder to get rid of. I'm going to go ahead and go back in with the gold color and just pat some more here because I lost some with all that blending. And I like that boom. Let's go ahead and put some of the Famous on the outer part too. So for eyeliner, I'm going to go in with this NYX eyeliner. This is my go-to eyeliner of all time. It is tiny because I've already gone through it. It's called Glitzy Gold. And I was really just debating in the palette what to put on the lower lash line. You could really do a lot of things. You can go with like a pop of green, pop of purple. You could even use any of these, you know, more neutral rose gold, gold type of shades. This one is like amazing though. This is the color that I think I like the most from the palette. And it kind of reminds me of that eyeliner, which is my favorite. So I think I'm just gonna go with a pop of gold, especially since I want to do, you know, I want to show you guys how it would look with a red lip and with a more pinky nude lip. But this eyeliner is just awesome, and that eyeshadow is just amazing. Then I'm going to take a thin pencil like this and go in with that gold. So now I'm going to go ahead and just clean the fallout with my Bioderma. This is actually the Sensitive Dehydrated Skin formula. I don't think it actually removes makeup as well as the pink one. But this, I'm sure it'll remove fallout. Look how much fallout. But I love the palette. Because I don't care about the fallout. That's why I do my eyes first. What I care about is the color payoff. And the color payoff was amazing. And these are like my type of eyeshadow. Primer, I'm going to go ahead and use the Hourglass. This is the Mineral Veil Primer. Veil Mineral Primer. I'm going to put that on first. Because I want my skin to look nice and pretty and dewy and smooth. And I am going to take some of the Makeup Forever. This is a smoothing primer. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and just apply that to the areas of my face where I feel I have some pores, just to make them kind of like disappear. So the foundation I'm going to use today is the La Mer. This is a soft fluid foundation, and I'm going to use the shade Linen. That's the one that I use. I'm going to do a couple of pumps onto my hand, and then I'm also going to take the Marc Jacobs. This is the, is it called the Dewdrops? The Do You Dewdrops. Shake it up and put a little bit, not even a whole pump, just to mix in with the foundation. And I'm going to mix it in. You know, it's a holiday look. You can use this for Christmas, for New Year's. So you want to look nice and dewy and glowy. At least I do. And just dot this all over the skin. Or like dotting it, I'm like slathering it all over. And using the Artis Oval 8 brush, I'm gonna buff this foundation in. Now it's concealer time, and I am using my Fresh Creme and Ciel eye cream, which is my go-to eye cream, especially if I'm getting fancy, and for today this look is very fancy. Now I'm going to go in with the Eve Pearl Salmon Concealer. I just got this new one. This is in the shade Medium, and I'm going to take the darker color and just pat it with my finger. For concealer, I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I use it in the shade Light and Light Medium. I use Light a little bit more. My little triangle. To set the concealer, I'm going to go in with the La Mer powder. And this is kind of like a peachy powder. It's a really beautiful powder. I'm really enjoying it. And I'm just going to put my blender in there and just pat that. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows using the Anastasia Brow Definer. The brow gel. This brow gel is from Benefit. Came in a little set that I bought. Now I'm just kind of running the little spoolie from the brow definer on the brows. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe off the powder from under the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and add MAC Nylon to the makeup look with a little short shader brush. This one is from Sigma. I'm just going to apply that to the inner corner just because it adds another nice little pop to the eye, and I think it's at the best inner corner highlight ever made. I'm also going to put a little bit of it under the brow bone. Under the brow, is what I meant to say. But here I am gonna blend it out a bit so it's not so harsh. I am gonna go ahead and add some more of that gold. Actually, what I'm gonna do is wipe off, you know, the short shader brush, and it's only nylon. And I'm gonna go ahead and press it onto here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some of the Smashbox primer water onto the brush and do it wet so that there's not much fallout. For eyeliner, I'm going to use my Tom Ford. This is the eye defining pen, and I'm going to go ahead and use the thinner side. This pen has two sides. And I'm going to go ahead and do a winged eyeliner. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to use this Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in the shade Medium. And this Sigma powder brush, and just sweep it on the face. I'm going to use my current favorite bronzer, which is a Tom Ford. This is the Ultimate Bronzer in Gold Dust, which looks like this. And my go-to Sigma Soft Angle Contour Brush. For blush, I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs. This is the Lush and Libido Air Blush. And my Morphe E53, but I'm going to go on the lighter side of the blush. For highlight, I'm going to use this Master Chrome highlighter from Maybelline. This is an awesome highlighter from the drugstore. It's very va-va-va-voom. So a little trick I like to do with my lashes, just because my lashes are so light, I always like to use this brush. This is the flat definer brush, and I like to use some gel eyeliner. This is from Maybelline. And with the flat definer brush, I kind of tight line my top lid. It's just so much easier to tight line like this with this brush. At least for me, it's so much easier than putting a pencil under there. Just to make your lashes seem thicker. Then I also coat them on the top at the base in black so that, you know, when I apply mascara, there's not like one part of my lashes that are not fully covered in mascara. Especially, you know, the lashes at the base from the top. And then I also like to paint them in from the bottom. So it's kind of like tight lining, but look, you see how it looks? This side looks different from this one. I haven't even applied mascara yet. And for mascara, I'm going to use my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, which is my go-to mascara, and just because I love this wand. Love the wand, and I love the formula. So I wanted to show you guys two lip options, and I'm really obsessed with these Maybelline. These are the Superstay Matte Ink. These are like liquid lipsticks, and I just think they're really, really beautiful. My favorite one is the pink one, which is called Dreamer, but I just got the red one, which is Pioneer. And I think for the holidays, it is the perfect red. It is beautiful. So I do kind of want to show you how, you know, both colors look like. If I had to pick one, I'd probably always pick the pink, but for the holidays, I like to just do that pop of red color. It's just that whenever I do the red color, I go kind of toned down on the eyes, and I feel like today my eyes are like gold and va-va-va-voom. So I would normally go with a pink, but I am going to show you the two lip options. So first, I'm going to go ahead and apply Dreamer. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So with the red, I do like to add a red lip liner. And this one is from MAC. And this is pretty much the only red lip liner I own. This is called Cherry. So now that the makeup is done, it is time to go back and finish the hair. And now it's been a while since I finished my hair, so you know that the curls are nice and cool. They've cooled down already because it has taken me about an hour to film the makeup look. You can either leave it, you can leave the hair down the center, or sometimes I even go ahead and, you know, do a little side look. The side look I kind of just do when I just really don't like the way the side, I prefer down the center, you know, like I prefer it like this. But if this is a little flat like it is today, I feel like it's a little too flat for me. Maybe because I let it air dry a little bit too much. But when that's the case, I add the volume by turning, you know, going to the side. So that is pretty much it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this hair and makeup tutorial for the holiday season. I hope that you guys are enjoying the holidays with your family. I wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and a very safe New Year's, of course. I have my 17 favorite products of 2017 coming soon. I'll be posting that on New Year's Day. But before that one, I'm hoping to be posting my December favorites and hopefully some videos that I will be filming during Christmas. I really want to vlog maybe on the 24th because that's like kind of when my family, we do the whole like Christmas thing, like the cooking all day, the present giving. So I'm hoping to do a little vlog that day. I hope it all turns out okay. But definitely we'll have a couple more videos coming up soon. And like I said, the first is the 17 favorite products of 2017. So I hope that you guys stick around and check those out. If you enjoyed this video today, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And as always, I just want to say thank you so much for watching B Lounge Makeup. And I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye.